going to the market, going to the different shops, watching different types of items, different types of garments, different types of shoes, different types of utensils, different types of artifacts, going to the remote areas, watching a number of earthen pots, a number of mats, artifacts, and whatnot. We are talking about the manufacturing, we are talking about the production of goods in large quantities. A very good morning to all the students of class 10th. We begin with the chapter 6, that is manufacturing industries, that is the secondary sector of your economy. In the primary sector, whatever products are produced, whatever raw materials are produced, they are processed either in the industries also, either large scale industries or small scale industries, or even in the cottage industries by hand. So manufacturing process can be done either by the machines or partially by the machines and partially manually, or totally through hand. So we are talking about the secondary activity, the secondary sector of the Indian economy, which comes after the primary sector. And secondary sector is concerned with the manufacturing. It is concerned with the processing of raw materials into more usable products. More usable products. Can you recall the paper that you are using just now, writing your notes? The paper comes from the wood pulp. Correct? So many things that you use in your daily life, they are made, they are manufactured in the industries, in the factories. And there is labor for so many people behind all these things. It's very easy for us to go to the market, to go to the shops, keeping our choices, choosing the products among the given choices, and then purchasing them. All these have come through the manufacturing process. Raw materials are converted into more usable products, more valuable products, and this is how our life has become so comfortable. Sugar, a very common thing that we use daily, comes from sugarcane. The clothing that we wear, the clothes, even certain clothes, they are manufactured from the yarn thread that is itself a product of manufacturing industries. So manufacturing industries, the chapter begins with the importance of manufacturing. First of all, you must know what is manufacturing. I told you it is a secondary activity where goods are produced in large quantities by processing the raw materials which are provided by the primary sector. And the secondary sector is giving employment not only to the primary sector but also to the tertiary sector by providing opportunities for services. Because the service sector, they will take raw material from the primary sector, will supply it to the secondary sector, and from the secondary sector, the service sector will collect the products and then it will provide to the retail shops and markets, and that would finally reach to us, to the consumers. So manufacturing industries are very, very important for us. In fact, you can say that manufacturing industries are the backbone for the growth and development of a country in general and economic development in particular. What do you mean by general development and particular economic development? It simply means that when industries are set up in a country, there is general development, good water supply, good electricity supply, lots of development in roads, transportation, banking, consultants, public parks, schools, training institutions, professional centers, professional institutions. So in general, buildings, houses for the people who are working in the manufacturing industries, the owners of the industries, their houses, etc., etc. So total network of development in general, the countries develop. Why we call European countries and Western countries as developed? Why industrial revolution first of all began in England? Because it had so many opportunities and that led to the general development of the country. Correct? So it leads to a general development of the country. The infrastructure is improved where industries are set up, and at the same time, particularly which development it indicates? It indicates economic development because it is directly associated with our income, with the economic activities, providing employment to the primary as well as tertiary sector, and also providing employment directly and indirectly to the people in the secondary sector, directly to those people who are directly engaged in manufacturing industries working over there, and indirectly who are doing other work, like they are providing tea to the laborers, they are providing food to the laborers, or the other services. So in general development and in particular economic development, so manufacturing industries are rightly called the backbone of a country's development in general and economic development in particular. And growth of manufacturing industries is also an indicator. It is a measurement. It is an indicator of the development of a country, scientific development as well as economic development. Because when industries will be set up, obviously there will be science and technology. Right? Now we come to this was the introductory part, and you get a 3 marks question on it, the importance of industries in general and particularly economic development. Now we come forward towards a large topic of 5 marks. What is the importance of manufacturing sector? Give points in detail. So manufacturing industries, backbone of our development. First of all, manufacturing industries have modernized agriculture, about which we have read in our 4th chapter about agriculture, the mainstay of the people in India, about more than 60% people's livelihood. So agriculture is modernized by the manufacturing industries because manufacturing industries provide them fertilizers, chemicals, pesticides, insecticides, PVC pipes, tractors, harvesters, sprinklers, and whatnot. So the farmers who were busy throughout the day in tilling the land, doing different types of work, now their work has become very convenient and very efficient. It is only because of the manufacturing industries. Not only this, not only we say that manufacturing industries have modernized our agriculture sector, but there is one more importance that cannot be overlooked. That is, we know in economic syllabus we have read that the rural sector and the urban sectors, they are suffering with the disguised unemployment. Means many people are working in an area. For example, in agriculture, we have learned the example of Lakshmi, that all the family members are working although they are not needed over there. So there is disguised unemployment, there is hidden unemployment. So when manufacturing industries are set up, when secondary sector is developed in a country, they provide job to the people, reducing the burden, overburdening on agriculture. Because in a family, all the members, they go to work in agricultural field, although a few are needed, but all are going because of lack of jobs. So manufacturing industries provide job to the people and reduce the heavy dependence of people on agriculture, and thus they remove hidden unemployment, about which India is very worried, because disguised unemployment is not open, it is hidden, and it is very difficult to gather. It is very difficult to know who is working on the field, who is not working. So this is the first importance of manufacturing industries. It not only modernize agriculture by providing them different types of implements and making their work efficient, but on the same time, it also remove unemployment, the hidden unemployment, by providing jobs to the people, and it reduces the overburdening of people on agriculture and other sectors. Correct? Then the second importance is that the manufacturing industries, they are the main factor to eradicate poverty and unemployment from the country. Because India was hit by poverty and unemployment when India became independent. And this was the main strategy, main philosophy before the government of India, how to eradicate poverty and unemployment from the country. So public sectors were improved, public sectors came up to reduce poverty and unemployment as well as to reduce regional imbalance. Because Britishers, although they established industries in India, but only in certain pockets where they were very convenient, near the sea routes, etc., where they were very convenient. But after independence, we could not do all this because we had to look after the whole country. So by setting up industries in tribal areas, by setting up industries in the backward areas, so general development will take place over there. So this was the main strategy, the main philosophy of the government to uplift the public sectors until till 1990. Public sectors were improved. So that, because private sectors will not invest their money in tribal and backward areas because it needs lots of money. I discussed with you in the economics. Only government can spend money in tribal and backward areas because they can derive money through taxes. You know about it. Correct? So this is also importance of manufacturing industries. Certain areas, backward and so-called backward and tribal areas, they are uplifted. Then export of the manufacturing industries, it gives us much needed foreign exchange. And the export of certain goods, it also expands our trade. It also expands the business and trade and commerce of India. And I told you, much needed foreign exchange for imports. So this is also very important for us. And finally, a very important point of this topic will be that the countries that transform their raw materials into more usable products are considered to be prosperous. And India's prosperity lies in diversifying. Diversifying means establishing industries in different parts, not concentrating them in certain pockets like Britishers did. Diversifying and extending its industries in different areas of the country. So India's prosperity lies in all this. Go through your pages 61, 62, 63, 64 and go through all these topics. We will meet again tomorrow with part 2 and prepare your notes. Thank you, students.